Have you ever wondered what happens when cops encounter a DUI suspect? With the increasing number of DUI suspects, law enforcement officers have to keep a sharp eye on the roads as well.
Are you going to take me home?
They got one.
Please?
No, you're going to go to actually this car.
Why don't people give up on drinking and driving?
I understand that, like, you don't like probably pretty people because they don't like you.
Today, we're going to look at such cops versus DUI suspect encounters. On July 31st, 2022, in Farmington, New Mexico, an 18-year-old girl was driving while intoxicated. Before the cops could arrest her, she crashed into a vehicle, risking a mother and her 2 children's lives. The scene of the crash is going to explain it all.
Can't really smell anything over the antifreeze.
Let's see how this girl reacts after creating such a big incident just because she wants to drive under the influence.
She's got lacerations on the back of her legs. Hey, are your legs hurting, sweetie? Okay. We're gonna have you sit down because you're bleeding, okay? The legal limit for anybody under the age of 21 is .02, okay? They're gonna go over all that with you, okay?
The girl failed to pass the field sobriety test. It was now the time she had to get arrested.
I'm going to place you under arrest for DUI. Okay, you're going to come with me. We're going to right, so go ahead and turn around for me. Do you have anything in your pockets? How old are you guys? Yeah, I don't care as long as they're... Yeah.
Though the girl was initially ashamed, she was now smiling after getting arrested. Her stepdad was more worried about the car than her.
Come with me. Her car keys are in the car. Is there any way we can get that?
Yep.
Can I get a name of that towing company so I know where to...
It's Royals, but I'll write it down for you.
Okay.
I'll get a card from him.
This 18-year-old was charged with DUI, and along with that, her license got suspended until she was 21, as she was a minor. Moving on to our second case of another girl driving under the influence. But before that, make sure you're subscribed to BODYCAM REVEAL. On February 26, 2021 in Florida, the University of Central Florida Police Department encountered a 19-year-old girl, later identified as Olivia, who was driving suspiciously on the road. After running over a bicycle and ignoring all the traffic signals, let's see what this girl has to say.
I ran a bicycle.
Because you ran a bicycle? Is that what he says?
I ran a red light.
No. So you were back on Lake Pickett. You were on the wrong side of the road. You almost struck the curb numerous times. You were going 15 miles. Yes, you were going 15 miles over the speed limit. Where are you coming from tonight?
Downtown.
Hey, how much you had to drink tonight?
1 drink.
What were you drinking tonight?
Vodka.
Vodka? Okay.
Though she claimed to have only 1 vodka that night when asked for her license and registration, Olivia became hesitant and requested the cop not to charge her at all.
Yeah, that one. Let me have it.
Please do not.
Olivia.
Please do not charge me with this.
Olivia, give me the fake ID.
I've already been.
Olivia, give me the fake ID.
I've already been.
Thank you. You've been what? Okay, what'd you go to jail for? I don't need your credit cards.
Following too close.
You went to jail for following too closely?
Olivia was ordered to leave the car to perform some field sobriety tests. She acted abnormally in the tests after claiming that she was okay to drive.
To step out of the vehicle. Miss. Arms. Miss. Pivot. Off to the left with her right. Miss.
It was now the time Olivia had to pay for her reckless actions. She was under arrest for driving under the influence of intoxicating chemicals. Olivia's begging and crying didn't affect the officer at all. Her next stop was jail.
You are under arrest for driving under the influence of a chemical controlled substance. You are under arrest for DUI.
Please don't. Are you
They
going
got
to
one.
take me home?
They got one.
Please.
No, you're going to go to actually this car.
Please don't take me to the... I will do anything. I
Listen.
don't drink under the job. You can breathalyze me right now.
Okay. Yes, down that way.
Please, no.
Do you think the cops' actions in quickly arresting her were valid? Let us know in the comments section. This next encounter is about a sheriff getting arrested. So let's move on to our third case. On the 28th of July 2017, former Putnam County Sheriff Jeff Hardy was found driving while intoxicated. Reports claim the former sheriff was intoxicated when deputies had dealt with him Monday night in Ormond Beach due to a reported disturbance with his girlfriend.
So that you weren't drunk driving anymore. And you left there and drunk drive some more. You're impaired driving and you're not supposed to be driving, drinking and driving. Are you going to do the exercise, yes or no?
Hardy was found behind the wheel and his truck was parked on the side of the road. He was barefoot. He didn't plan to be cooperative from the very start and performed the field sobriety test very casually.
What I told you to do. Okay? Stay out here and put your feet together for me. Tight. Okay. Just like this. Put your feet like mine. Okay. Okay?
No, we're done.
Put your feet together. Put your feet together. Okay. Put your feet together like mine. See how my feet are? Mm-hmm. Can you put your feet like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
After testing the cop's patience while he was conducting a field sobriety test, Hardy decided to step ahead and tried to punch the officer.
What do you mean you're done?
How much get ready to go home?
Are you going to finish the exercise or not?
I'll do whatever you want me to
Well,
do.
then how about you do that? Don't punch me in my chest,
Brother,
please.
I'm not going to punch
Eventually, the officer decided to arrest Hardy to stop his nonsense. Even after that, Hardy refused to give a breathalyzer.
You're done. Well, quit resisting.
I'm not resisting.
You know, when you start pulling away, we're going to ask you to submit to a breathalyzer test. You going to do that? No?
Hardy was arrested and charged with DUI, first offense, a misdemeanor. Hardy did not run for re-election and was replaced as sheriff by Gator DeLoach. Hardy had to pay a big price for his actions. Now moving on to our fourth case, but before that, make sure you're subscribed to BODYCAM REVEAL. On the 13th of March 2023 in Florida, cops from Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office encountered an ex-NFL cheerleader, Brittany, for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. She was allegedly driving under the influence, but this arrest gets more interesting with each minute.
You don't want to be drinking tonight?
No,
okay. Just because the way you're driving and what's going on, I want to make sure it's okay for you driving tonight. You're not having consumed any alcohol at all?
No, I swear on the Bible.
Even though Brittany swore that she didn't have anything to drink, the cop had to perform a field sobriety test on her, which didn't go as planned.
Just keep your head still and follow with your eyes.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Brittany failed to complete the field sobriety test. It was now time to arrest her. But this didn't end there.
Okay, for this next part, go ahead and put your feet together, put your arms by your side. Do not move until I tell you to. So you are being placed under arrest for DUI tonight.
Why?
When finally settled in the patrol car, Brittany started crying. Not only that, she accused the cop that he was arresting her because he doesn't like pretty people.
I understand that, like, you don't like probably pretty people because they don't like you.
Brittany was in jail and was held there for 12 hours. She agreed to give a breathalyzer test and blew .207, which was over double the legal limit. Now let's move on to our fifth DUI arrest. On February 10th, 2023, cops from the Tampa Police Department conducted a traffic stop on 21-year-old Melissa Seals. What started as a simple traffic stop wasn't going to end pretty simply. Stay with us to find out more.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
I haven't drinking.
Okay, what about marijuana use? You smoked marijuana recently?
No.
Okay, so you got marijuana shake all over your pants.
Yeah, I planned on it, but I didn't.
Okay. All right, hang tight. Let me check your license, okay?
Yes, the cop smelled marijuana from her, and she claimed that she didn't have any, but just planned to have some. Seals was ordered to leave the car to perform some field sobriety tests.
Just roll my window.
Sure. Right foot in front of your left foot so it touches heel to toe. Arms down to your side.
My legs are really sore, so it's actually
Okay. Do the best you can.
Seals didn't perform any of the tests properly. At first, she claimed her legs were sore, and later that she couldn't balance herself. This was a clear sign that she was under the influence and was too impaired to drive. You all might know what's going to happen next.
Right foot in front of your left foot so it touches heel to toe. Arms down to your side.
my legs are really sore, so it's actually
Okay. Do the best you can.
1, 2, 3.
Just hold them like that where you're praying, okay?
While getting arrested, she asked the officer to perform a breathalyzer test but refused to give one later when asked by the officer. Not only that, she had marijuana shaken all over her. It was now that time that Seals settled herself in the patrol car to get transported to the jail.
Breathalyze me, sir, because I'm not drunk. I'm just living, sir.
Okay. And understand, if you haven't been drinking, the medicines that you've taken are certainly impairing you. Okay? Are you willing to do that?
What are my rights?
Well, you don't have to take the breath test, okay? You can refuse it. There's no penalty for refusing it. I don't think there is. I gotta look at your driving. Have you ever been arrested before? Okay.
What's more shocking is that when the cops searched her car, they found not one but a lot of illegal drugs, including marijuana and paraphernalia. Seals wasn't so happy about it and started arguing with the cop.
Spice grinder with residue. Spice grinder with residue, so it's 3 spice grinders. Melissa, number one, I'm not taking your money.
I just saw you put it in the trunk.
Yeah, it's going with you. It's in your property bag. I'm on camera. Why in the world would I do anything like that? That's crazy. We don't want to. Your car has to get towed, so the reason that we take that stuff out of the car is so that the tow truck driver doesn't steal it.
I mean, you had no warrant to search my car.
We don't need a warrant.
No, I know my rights.
You don't know.
I'm Italian. I have lawyers all in my family. Like, I will sue the
634, 1034.
Like, seriously.
Melissa Seals reportedly made threatening statements about suing the officers multiple times, claiming they violated her right. She was released on a cash bond and supposedly awaits trial for her misdemeanor. Melissa Seals was a famous Instagram model, but that didn't help her to get out of DUI charges. Before moving on to the next case, make sure you're subscribed to BODYCAM REVEAL. Back in 2023 in Sarasota Springs, New York, a woman later identified as Kelly crashed her Porsche into a parked truck. After a while, cops were dispatched to the scene where Kelly was seen standing normally, showing no signs of intoxication.
Where are you driving from?
Saratoga.
Where in Saratoga?
Right up the street.
Right up the street?
You want me to?
Yeah, please.
Okay, sure.
You had one drink?
Mm-hmm.
What time was that at? What were you doing at Empire Run?
Just see my friend.
Kelly seemed to be cooperative when the cops started investigating her, but things were about to go sideways when the officer kept asking difficult questions. Kelly was even confused about claiming that it was her car or not.
Don't worry about your phone for right now. I gotta talk to you, okay? How'd you hit the truck then?
I don't know.
So you're saying you're driving from north to south, going this way?
Correct.
But you're driving that way to go
Yeah,
home.
going home.
Okay.
After doing this horrible crash, Kelly wasn't even sure how she did that. She claimed to have had just 2 drinks a couple of hours ago, but judging by her behavior, she was probably lying.
All right. And how many drinks have you had tonight?
2.
2?
Just Casamigos on the rocks.
Amigos on the rocks?
Kelly didn't do well in the field sobriety test, so she must give a breathalyzer now. Her breathalyzer didn't blow in her favor as well.
They're not okay? Mm-hmm. So what I need you to do is I need you to take a deep breath, see your lips on the ceiling, blow.
Okay.
Go. Blow. Keep going. Keep going.
Eventually, Kelly was arrested for driving under the influence. On the 15th of September 2022, around midnight, officers received a call from a gas station about a woman who backed her car into a tree before parking it at the gas station. The person who called was worried that the woman might be under the influence. But as soon as the cops tried to communicate with her, she didn't seem to be understanding anything.
The damage on your car right there didn't come from this tree right here.
I got damage on the front too.
Do you have your ID with you, man?
Yeah, of course.
So they're just saying there's some concerns that you might be under the influence of an intoxicating substance.
The woman was impaired and unsure about the time and how many drinks she had. The officer quickly communicated with the gas station staff and proceeded with the next step.
Have you had any alcohol today?
I have.
Okay. How much did you have to drink earlier?
Probably 2 drinks.
2 drinks. About what time?
What time is it right now?
It's 10 o'clock.
Probably 2.
2?
Yeah.
2 p.m.?
No, 2 drinks.
About what time? So you saw her hit that tree?
Yeah, well, I was out here smoking a cigarette, and she was in the parking spot.
Yeah.
I turned my head like this and back over, and it went.
The officer quickly investigated the woman, and now it was time that she got under arrest.
Got a witness saying you did hit that tree. You were driving the vehicle.
This tree right here?
Yes, ma'am. There's a chunk of the tree still on your bumper. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So at this time, you are going to be placed under arrest for DUI.
On June 11th, 2019, a San Antonio police officer was arrested and accused of driving while intoxicated by his fellow officers. 55-year-old Rodney Tubergen was arrested around 3 a.m. in the 7200 block of North Loop 1604. But when cops reached the location, they found Tubergen standing normally, showing no signs of intoxication.
No. Let me explain something, Mr. Rodney. What he's asking you is not pertaining to the case. I'm just letting you know that because I have not Mirandized you. So his stuff,
I understand.
Those questions are something totally different than what's going on right now. Well, I'm not putting you in handcuffs, man, because I respect you.
No, but I'm screwed. I know that.
Mr. Rodney didn't want to perform any field sobriety test, though he was very cooperative but didn't want to answer all the questions.
That I love honesty.
Right.
But you also know
It's all gonna kill me, too.
you started drinking at 8 or 9. And do you know how long ago that was? Quite a long time.
That far, but yeah.
All the 27 years Mr. Rodney worked for the department were about to fade away by this DUI arrest. He was placed in undercuffs, and it was time to transport him into the jail.
I'm gonna put them up front till we get down there, just for comfort, okay? Just to help you out, because it's not comfortable and they're not made for comfort. No weapon. Where's your weapon? At home? Yeah. All right, good deal. Just have a seat. If you need some air, let me know.
According to the reports, Officer Tubergen has been with the department 27 years and will be placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of a criminal and administrative investigation for DWI. Before moving on to the next case, make sure you're subscribed to BODYCAM REVEAL and press the bell icon. On the 7th of January 2023, a 29-year-old woman, later identified as Lauren, was seen swerving and driving erratically on a busy road. A patrol officer from the Red Bank Police Department quickly initiated a traffic stop so that no single life was at risk.
Hey, you have a license on you, dear?
Yeah.
All right, where are you coming from?
I'm coming from dinner.
You have a registration and insurance on you? How much you got to drink tonight?
I did have a glass of wine or two.
Okay.
But I don't feel like I'm intoxicated.
Okay.
Lauren's vehicle bumper was damaged as well. It looked like she had hit something, but when investigated, she denied hitting any vehicle. It was her birthday, but law enforcement officers can't go easy on her just because of that, right?
Got no front bumper here. Looks like you might have hit something. Your bumper's hanging off over there. You didn't hit anything? Okay.
It was now the time for Lauren to perform some field sobriety tests, but instead of cooperating with the cops, she decided to be stubborn.
What was your name again, Lauren? Lauren, okay, let's just step out of the car. Just we're going to make sure you're good to drive, and then we'll get you on your way, all right? Stand up for me.
Yeah, I'd like to call a lawyer if you're going to give me a DUI test or something.
Okay, you don't want to do any tests?
No.
All right, do me a favor. Just turn around.
I don't want to.
Turn around from me. Face away from me.
If any suspect doesn't agree to perform a field sobriety test, then law enforcement officers are obliged to arrest them and take them to jail.
All right, I'm going to place you under arrest right now. Under arrest right now for driving while intoxicated.
But things turned pretty devastating because Lauren started crying while sitting in jail.
Hi, Dad. I'm at the Red Bank Police Department. I need you to come pick me up. I'm sorry.
Just take a minute, take a breath, all right?
The officer let Lauren call her dad to pick her up. Eventually, she was charged with DUI and no jail time was considered. Moving on to our last case of beauties getting arrested for DUI. On January 15, 2022, around midnight, a bunch of girls were seen in a car. The woman in the driver's seat didn't seem to be in her senses, and she wasn't following a single traffic rule. The cop followed the vehicle and pulled over to a quiet place.
How old's everybody in the car?
I'm 20. She's 21.
Okay. The reason I'm asking is I can smell odor of alcohol.
Yeah, I'm kind of the designated driver.
You're kind of, or you are?
I am.
The girl seemed to be quite sure that she just had a little beer, but her behavior said otherwise. The odor of alcohol was so strong from her breath that the cop had to ask her to step out of the vehicle.
Have you had any alcohol to drink?
I just had a half a beer.
Okay, and how long ago was that?
Like an hour ago.
Okay.
Is there a reason I got pulled over?
Yep, the reason I stopped you when you came down Monroe Street and you turned on to Stadium Way. Okay, so here's the deal, okay? I can smell a really strong odor of alcohol coming from the car, okay? I can smell it coming from your breath. That's why I asked how much you had to drink. So here's the deal. I want to make sure that you're okay to drive.
Okay.
Okay, so I'd like you to do some voluntary field sobriety tests to make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
Any problem with that?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, perfect.
This girl didn't perform her sobriety test well, and she was underage as well. She inquired of the officer about her chances of getting out of this arrest.
So you're under the age of 21.
What would happen if I were, let's say, to take a breathalyzer and I was a bit over that?
Well, you can't be over that.
And what happens if I were not to take the test?
Then I'm going to base my decision on what I've seen so far. As I told you, you're under arrest.
So I have to spend the night in jail?
Well, that's later to be determined.
The girl was eventually taken under arrest for DUI.
You're under arrest for being under
Just take the breathalyzer?
No, we're past that. Put your hands behind your back for me. Okay?
Don't you think there are more females than males for DUI? Let us know in the comments section. All the encounters mentioned are to raise awareness among all people out there about not drinking and driving. Driving under the influence is synonymous with endangering you and other innocent lives as well. For more videos like this, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to BODYCAM REVEAL. Don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications.